Players and referees, please take a seat. Players and referees, 30 seconds.
I don't know. I think he's just down.
Yeah, I'm going to need you. I just realised, sorry.
We're underway in the next match. Canterbury and Wagga in the under-12 boys. Wagga playing from right to left. We just saw the under-18 girls post off a dramatic 5-all draw with Hills. This time the boys, the young boys, take on Canterbury in the under-12s. Deacon Cameron alongside me for this one. And the hometown Vipers looking to feed off that energy from the under-18 girls. I've got the teams here, and there's Wagga on the attack. That's Josh Galloway. In fact, no, that's Fletcher Arentz. Goes back to the 7. If that name follows the pedigree, I think it does. He'll certainly be used to competing in sprint formats in hot conditions. They turn it over, though. Wagga and Canterbury have it on their own 7. Be interesting to see the younger boys and girls, see how they play this style of game. That's the halfway line. Canterbury working from left to right in the traditional blue and white of the Dogs. That'll be a turnover. So a good chance for Wagga here. They'll work to the sub-box. Keeping the ball alive. Good play there from the Vipers. Coming on to the 12 in, that is Arentz in the 12. Looks like he's just come off for a breather as well. The 9 directing traffic, Hudson Evans. Been a very tactical match this one. Wagga's had most of the territory. Possession hasn't been the best from both sides. We've got a penalty to Wagga though. Canterbury, I believe they've conceded the penalty on their own line.
So the Canterbury side not making it back on side there was the call from the referee. So we'll see what Wagga can do here with the full set of 6 on the line.
That was Evans playing it. He's got the ball, gets it away. The touch was made on Rex Beneke. Beneke with the ball. He's taking his time back to Evans. Happy to take that one. They'll go left-hand side. That's Chance Brooks. Ball goes down.
So we got a late pass there from the Wagga boys. So Canterbury will see what they can do here, driving out of their own half.
They take the quick tap. They take the tap and play on up towards the halfway line. 10 there is Brody Bush for the Dogs. Out wide, that's Liam Taupo. Now Karepe Faulkner taking it forward. Bit of a juggle there from the Dogs as they roll forward, but the ball's gone to ground. So a turnover for the Vipers. No score through nearly 3.5 minutes.
They're going to look to go to the box here and see if they can get some subs on.
They make those changes now.
See what the fresh legs can do. Jumping on the field now for the Vipers.
Nate Schofield in the 5. He took the ball up. Now it's the 10 in Jed Rose. Midway between the 10 and the 7 metre line. Vipers in the predominantly navy with the green trim. Canterbury in the traditional blue and white. See a lot of teams that you may not be familiar with this afternoon. The hometown Vipers. I'll have the crowd behind them this afternoon, no doubt. 7 is Max Kedwell for Canterbury. It's Alex Borg wins the penalty. No, penalty goes.
Yeah, so we'll see a penalty here awarded to Canterbury. The Wagga Wagga Vipers not making it back the full set of the full 7 metres. So it'll be interesting to see what the Bulldogs can do with their first crack on the line for this game.
You can see the referee talking to the Wagga players. The referee's explaining what they need to do, the Wagga boys. There's Kedwell once again. The referee doing a good job of explaining the penalties and the rulings to the Wagga boys.
Yeah, both teams seem to be struggling to get back the full 7, but hopefully the referee can work with them on these hot conditions.
I suppose in the under-12s they'd find that a little bit harder getting back the 7 metres required. As they get a bit older and develop physically, they'd find it a bit easier to get back.
Yeah, and obviously they've just come up from the bigger field, the smaller field, onto the full-size field, so a little bit different, so hopefully the boys adapt.
I'm sure they will adapt. Referee in the middle here doing a very good job of talking to them. Going to play the touch there. Referees, I was saying in the last game, the referees have done an excellent job this weekend. So far, there's been very few times we haven't been able to give them credit.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job in refereeing four to 5 games in these hot conditions, just like the players. Isn't easy.
No, they've done an excellent job, all of them, and they deserve a lot of credit. It's Borg on the last.
Oh.
No, I think they're going to say that's all clear. Alex Borg gets the opening try for Canterbury.
Yeah, good try there from the Canterbury Bulldogs. It just come back from a couple of lazy penalties from the Wagga boys, and then a 6 again, just opened up at the end. It's a nice finish.
So we see the Vipers now with the ball, only down by the 1 score, but in the younger age groups, you think every score is almost worth double. It's almost worth 2 if they get through and score themselves. Here's a chance for the Vipers. O'Mara. That's the last. Played on the 7. The 3 is Ryan Ghosh. O'Mara. That's the turnover.
No, they got through then.
Step through the line. Chet O'Mara. Now Canterbury taking it forward. Kedwell, he's worked, in fact, there's 17. Charles Stewart for the Bulldogs. You can see the boys a lot smaller in size, but certainly trying as hard as they can.
They got numbers here.
They've got numbers to the outside. Taupo got touched, so we'll come back to the 7.
Yeah, he was unlucky not to get through then. Just didn't have the legs on him, the young fella.
Take a fair bit in this sort of weather to put a move on and get to the line.
Well, look to go to the box here, get some fresh set of legs on. Be interesting to see what Hudson can do here. He was really controlling last time they were on the line.
5 Schofield. Schofield, rather. Now it's Evans. Beneke. Keeping it alive here. Wagga doing well. Approaching the 7. They work something here. No, that'll be a turnover. And a few turnovers in this game. Both sides guilty of dying with the ball. Now Canterbury over the halfway line. Game at a little bit slower tempo than what we've seen this morning with the under-18s.
Yeah, the younger boys are struggling adapting to this heat, and obviously it's new to this big field, but the boys have been playing some really good footy. It's been end-to-end, and it could be an interesting finish to the half here.
Well, we've only got a couple of minutes remaining in the first half. The Junior State Cup Southern Conference from Jubilee Park in Wagga. Beneke. Number 1 is Remy Anderson. Good run there. Patrick McDonald gives it off. Now through the hands, that's Jed Rose. Rose nearly stepping through the line. Rose again, they've got numbers to the left-hand side. The pass was on. Just couldn't find the target.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky then. They had the numbers out wide, but unfortunately the pass didn't go to the passing basket where he was aiming for. We'll see what Canterbury can do here as they drive the ball up the middle of the field.
Canterbury up towards the halfway line. Now the Dogs with it. That's Zane Walsh playing it. About 5 metres inside Wagga territory. Faulkner. Good quick play the ball from the Dogs here, getting a little bit of momentum. That'll be a turnover though. Just as they were starting to build some momentum here, Wagga get possession once again. Now they're getting some fresh legs in. That's Schofield. Very much a midfield battle here between these two sides. Approaching half-time. Good running play here from Wagga. They've got numbers to the outside.
Touch made, I think the referees are going to call
gonna
here.
Say the last, yeah. It's going to be the last play here for Wagga on the 7. Let's see what they've got here, the Vipers. Going to go the long ball to midfield. Well taken. Beat the first. Beat the second. Still going, but the tag eventually made on Arentz.
And Bulldogs not wasting any time here. Still lots of energy with the last couple of seconds left.
There's the hooter in the background for half time, and that'll do us. Only the one score in the first half going to Alex Borg. Canterbury leads at 1-0 at half time. I would imagine coming into the break, both teams would be reasonably happy with where they're at.
The second half will be tapping off in 2 minutes' time.
I'd imagine they'd both be fairly happy with what they've produced so far. Wagga wouldn't be too disappointed to only be down the 1 score at half time. They've shown a bit of potential there, but just not quite able to convert.
Yeah, a couple of missed opportunities from Wagga on the line. I will see what they can do here in the second half. They've been really good in the defence as well. Just getting unlucky with a couple of penalties and 6 again. That's how the Bulldogs got in. So it should be an interesting second half.
Canterbury with the slightest lead, only the 1 score in it. Both teams taking on plenty of water and getting instructions from the coaching staff. For Wagga, it's Louise Purse-Semple, and for Canterbury, it's Aaron Tandek, the two coaches. I think we're just about ready for play to resume. About to break from their huddles.
Players and referees take the field. We have 30 seconds till tackle.
30-second call given over the PA. A bunch of matches being played around the precinct this afternoon. I think there's 10 or 12 age groups, including boys and girls.
Players and referees.
Just about set for the second half. Canterbury with a slight 1-0 lead. Referee says let's get underway. 16 is Adrian Lamproglu. He's been impressive this afternoon. Also there, Faulkner, he's done some good work. Canterbury from the start trying to catch Wagga napping. And that's going to be a lost ball.
Yeah, just didn't have control of it as he was playing it. The refereeing's been pretty good. He's been picking lots of things up and explaining to the boys what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, which is certainly what you want to see at this young age, that the referees give them a bit of instruction on if they're making an error, what they're doing wrong and what they need to be doing.
See what Wagga can do with the fresh legs here.
I'll come back to the open side left. Jed Rose. Semple. Now they come to the right. Schofield. Got a turnover on the last. If either side can get some serious possession inside the, up around the 7, they'll certainly fancy their chances.
It's been a very defensive game from both sides, as we're going to see a penalty here for offside. Play just shot up a little bit too early, so this may give the Bulldogs a lift they need into Wagga's half.
They'll get the tap on halfway. Make about 8 or 9 metres on that first run. That's a good run for the Dogs. Now it's Lamproglu. Lamproglu about 5 metres inside the 10-metre line of the Wagga Vipers. Canterbury looking to find a way through this Wagga defence, which has only been broken once in this game. Touch it just outside the 7 on the last. They've got numbers here. Can they get it out far enough? I don't think they will. Oh, no, he did well to keep that alive. That was Luca Pop with the pop-up pass. He's got it now, Luca Pop. Can't get through the line, though, and that'll be a turnover on the 7. Nice little enterprising play there from Pop, keeping it alive, even though he's on his rear end. Yeah,
he did well to keep it up, the young fella, and thought he was going to go through them, but he was unlucky. And another error here from the Wagga Wagga Vipers leaves Bulldogs in some good territory to see if they can score a try.
They're already one in front. Still about 9 minutes remaining in this game, so plenty of time for either side to take control of this one. As you said, Deacon, a very defensive game, this one this afternoon.
Yeah, it's both teams have been defending really well inside the middle. Like, we haven't seen much ball played inside both team 7s, and that just comes from strong defence in the middle of the field and the boys shooting up.
Yeah, that's Pop. Takes the tap on the 7.
Look to go. Numbers on the left.
Oh, he can't hold on to it. Scout Kirk couldn't hold on to it. Ball was there to be had. He just couldn't quite hold on to it.
Yeah, good eyes up footy then from Luca Pop from Canterbury, and Winger was unlucky to not score a try then. So we'll see what Wagga can do as they look to drive to the box.
Changes being made. They come back to the open side. That's Remy Anderson. Now through the hands here. That's O'Mara. O'Mara seems to be one of the generals in midfield. The 3's Ryan Ghosh. Ball goes to ground, so it'll be a turnover to Canterbury.
Yeah, they've just got to keep it cool here. Canterbury stick to their basics and work to get the ball up the middle of the field.
Canterbury driving to their box, making changes. 7's Kedwell. Trying to step through there is the 31 in Taupo.
We'll see what the Bulldogs can go here. They look to get it down. They've got numbers. It's going to go quick. See if they can burn them.
Taupo had the ball. The idea was right, looking for Hamoud on the outside. Just couldn't find him, though.
Yeah, they had the numbers, but just unable to execute it. We'll see what Wagga can do. Is they're going to work really hard to get the ball and have a crack inside their 7.
Now the fresh legs come on for the Vipers.
Be interesting to see what young Hudson can do here. He's been really strong in the middle for Wagga, taking lots of control and initiative with the ball.
The 4 is Beneke. Evans, good ball, great ball. Fletcher Arendt's in for the try.
Yeah, nice try from the Wagga Wagga Vipers. Like I said, Hudson's been really strong for them in the middle. He took it on and gave an absolute pearler of a ball. Good try assist from the young fella, and then we're drawn up with 1-1.
Midway through the second half, just over 6 minutes remaining. Very hot afternoon here at Wagga. The boys all reaching for towels and water bottles and the like. Fresh legs for both sides. Temperature up around 36, 37 degrees, so not sure how much longer we'll continue on with the rules in place. I'll come back now. Canterbury, Faulkner. Tenny's Bush, Brody Bush. Faulkner again. Stepping nicely, Faulkner there. Short ball, no. Touch was made on Taupo, last play on the 7.
See what the Bulldogs can do with it on the line here. They'll look to go to the right.
So the touch is made so they can create the turnover, Canterbury.
See what Wagga can do. Take the ball through O'Mara and gives it out.
He's a chance for the Vipers, away over the halfway line. Cover is coming, trying to outrun them inside the 7. The dive comes in vain. Nate Schofield goes long range.
Yeah, it's a really good try then from young Nate then. There was some eyes up footy with Wagga coming out from their line. They knew they had the numbers on the right of the field and the home side. Take the lead with 2-1. We'll see if they can hold him out here. Hopefully the home crowd of Wagga can get behind them, but we should be in for a cracking finish.
2-1 Vipers lead. 4.5 minutes remaining. First time they've led this afternoon. It is only a pool match, but first time they've hit the front this afternoon. Now Canterbury looking to respond quickly. Has been a very defensive game. That try very much against the run of play. Did well to hold on to that.
Oh, they got numbers here.
Lamproglu. Touch was made.
Yeah, I think the referee's going to call it. Last one here.
Referee says last play. So they'll take it from the 7. Now they work to the open side. Pop. Little stutter step. Gets it back on the inside. They've got numbers here. Touch is made quickly. Good work there.
Good defense.
On Kedwell.
Good defense from the young winger. BJ Jones coming in, shooting in, letting no try. And so we should see what Wagga can do, driving towards the box.
Changes are made as they drive to the box once again. Good work there from the Vipers. Now, in the right side of the field for them, there's Arentz. Scored that second try for the Vipers, putting them in front 2-1.
That's the
last, about 40 metres, or they're 10 metres inside the half of Canterbury, but it goes to ground, so it'll be a Canterbury ball. Just under 3 minutes remaining.
They'll need to work hard to get up through the middle of the field as Pop goes through. He burns one again, steps back on the inside.
He's been very good this afternoon, Luca Pop. Been one of the better players for the Dogs.
Yeah, he's got a really good step on him, the young fella. Can keep the ball alive. He's really got some good eyes up footy.
Lamproglu takes a breather after making a good run upfield. 7 is Kedwell. Kedwell down the touch line. Did he beat the tag? I think they're going to say he did. And they're going to celebrate. So try to Max Kedwell levels it up at 2-2 for Canterbury.
Yeah, nice try then for the Bulldogs. Just a little bit of footwork from the young fella. Some really good footwork at the start of that set from Luca Pop as well. So we're at 2-2. See if the home crowd can get the Vipers home here.
Had a thrilling last second draw in the last game with Hills. Let's see what they can throw here. The Vipers in the under-12 boys division. Been a very entertaining game, this one. Up next, under-16 girls, University of New South Wales taking on Temora. The Titans, first time we've seen them actually both these teams, the first time we've seen these clubs on the stadium field this afternoon.
Good to get some fresh faces on the stadium.
So, different age groups as well.
Yeah, it'd be really good for these under-12s boys that this might be one of their first live stream games they've played. So if their families and friends are still at home in Canterbury or even down the road at Wagga, they can tune in to watch courtesy of Bar Sport TV.
Bar TV Sports bring you all the action this weekend. Mike Sheen with you. Deacon Cameron alongside for this one. I'll bring you most of the action this afternoon.
We'll see what they can do.
And if you're online or you want to watch a game again, head to bartvsports.com.au. It's where you can watch all the games live and on replay across the weekend. Leading up to Sunday's grand finals. Bring you all the action here on the stadium field.
Hudson looks to go. He goes long.
Long ball out wide, looking for, I think it was McEachran there. Oliver McEachran.
See what they can do here. The Vipers, not long left. They got to, you think they'd have to score in this set. Goes down quickie. Hudson looks to go left. Dummy.
He'll go himself and score. That was far too easy for Hudson Evans. Puts the home side in front 3-2 with only seconds remaining.
Hudson Evans, could have almost nearly sealed this game for them. We'll see as the Wagga team try to get on as the clock slowly winds down.
Now the restart. And a penalty to Canterbury, I think, for
so
numbers, and that's full time. So full time, Wagga gets away with a win, 3-2. Canterbury unhappy with the ruling there.
We'll see.
See what happens here.
Referees still discussing things here. It might not be over. Yeah, we're going to see a penalty awarded to Bulldogs, so we'll have one last set.
One last play for the Dogs, see if they can level it up in the final play of this game. Got a thrilling finish in the previous game. The ball goes to ground. Now it's full time. Wagga holds on for a 3-2 victory, and it means a lot to the boys.
Yeah, it's always good to get a win, especially in front of the home crowd. I thought Hudson Evans was really good for the Wagga boys, setting up one try and then sealing it at the end. But Canterbury were really strong during the game as well, and I think the defence was the best thing for both sides.
Certainly was. Final score, Wagga 3, Canterbury 2.